Hi, who are you?
I'm Luna, planet Earth's moon, and I'm here to take you through our solar system.
But how? That's impossible.
It won't be for long. Over 450 people have been in space. Someday, you might be too. Anyway, let's start out with the planet closest to the sun.
Won't we burn up?
Not in your dreams, we won't. All the planets are named after Roman versions of Greek gods. Mercury was the messenger god, and would wear sandals with wings on them.
That's stupid. Why would Mercury be named after someone with flying Hey!
On Mercury, you don't weigh as much as you do on Earth, and it's not from any crash diet. How much do you weigh?
70 pounds?
Not anymore. Now you're 27 pounds.
So, is Mercury made of stuff lighter than the Earth?
Nope. Because it's closer to the sun pushes away things like gas and dust. Only the heavier elements stick around, especially iron.
I hate ironing.
Not that kind of iron, the metal kind.
Oh, cool.
It is. Speaking of cool, it gets to be negative 300 degrees Fahrenheit here at night. But temperatures can reach 800 during the day. Doesn't make summer on Earth seem that bad, does it?
Whoa, why does it change so much?
Mercury has little to no atmosphere. Thank goodness we do. But let's get going. A year here, or rather, Mercury's rotation around the sun, is only 88 Earth days. We wouldn't want to miss summer vacation altogether. On to Venus. Here's Venus. Venus was the goddess of love and beauty. Don't let that fool you, though. Venus is often called the twin planet to Earth, but if it is, it's the evil twin. No one could ever survive here.
That's scary. Why is that?
The atmosphere is mostly carbon dioxide, and, as we know, we need oxygen to breathe. It's also really hot here. It can get up to 900 degrees Fahrenheit.
How's that possible? Mercury is closer to the sun.
All the water on Venus evaporated long ago into the atmosphere, turning it into a greenhouse. Once upon a time, Venus could have been very much like the Earth, but not now.
Isn't there water now?
No, the Earth has an ozone layer to protect it, but Venus doesn't. Because of this, radiation from the sun has broken down the molecules in the water into hydrogen and oxygen. There's no water left like the water we have on Earth.
Well, I am glad I don't live here then. What's with all the volcanoes?
We think Venus might have more volcanoes than any other planet in our solar system.
Ooh, that sounds like fun to watch. But hey, what time is it now?
Well, a day on Venus takes 100 Earth days. Venus rotates that slowly. Also, unlike the Earth, Venus rotates in the opposite direction. Time isn't going backwards, but the sun travels the opposite way across the sky.
Cool. At least I won't be late for lunch.
Speaking of, let's grab a bite to eat back on our home planet. Earth, here we come. While Lucy enjoys a bite to eat, let's give our brains a treat. Can you recall the following? C is the correct answer. Mercury was named after the Roman messenger god who had flying sandals. Let's try one more. B is the correct answer. Venus has more volcanoes than any other planet in the solar system.
But Earth still has the best burgers. Yum yum.
Earth is the only planet in our solar system able to support life on it. Other planets may have been able to at one point in their history, but we're the only planet now that has one important factor: water. In fact, the Earth's surface is covered by almost 70% water.
That would make an awesome pool party.
It could, and a big one too. There are almost 7 billion people on the Earth. That means a whole lot of zeros after the 7. 7,000,000,000,000. Look at that.
Wow, that is a lot of Facebook friends I've yet to make.
Don't forget to send me a request too. There may be a lot of people on the planet, but Earth only has one moon, and that's me. Now that we're done here, let's head to the last planet before the great asteroid belt, Mars. Mars is named after the Roman god of war. From Earth, this must seem quite fitting, as it usually appears red in the sky. In fact, Mars is a red planet. The soil is red, the rocks are red.
Red's a pretty color.
It sure is. Mars is also really exciting because its temperatures are more similar to Earth than any other planet. You see, Mars has highs of 98 degrees Fahrenheit and lows of negative 190 degrees Fahrenheit. Sure beats the temperatures on Venus.
That sounds a lot better.
Mars also looks as though it may have had all sorts of water at some point. Rivers, lakes, even an ocean. Now the only water is frozen in polar caps and under the surface. Of course, we're finding out more and more about Mars all the time, since we have actually landed spacecraft there.
I want to walk on Mars.
And you just might one day.
Hey Luna, what about moons? Is Earth the only planet with a moon?
Nope. Mercury and Venus don't have moons, but Mars has 2 of them, and their names are Deimos and Phobos. Say hello, you guys.
Hi.
We're gonna have a bumpy ride now. There's a huge asteroid belt between Mars and Jupiter. Hold on. Whew, we made it to Jupiter. Jupiter is named after the king of the gods. He's the same as Zeus in Greek mythology.
I think I ate too much.
Nope, you just weigh more on Jupiter. If you're 70 pounds on Earth, you're 185 pounds here. Jupiter is the largest planet in the solar system. The planet Earth could easily fit inside it over 1,000 times.
Wow, and I thought my family's summer road trips across country took a long time.
No kidding. But you might find it pretty difficult to travel in Jupiter. Jupiter is a gas giant. It has no solid surface. It's also constantly storming. In fact, there's one hurricane-like storm that covers an area larger than the Earth that has been raging for over 300 years.
Yikes, that's scary. Let's get out of here.
Sure thing. All aboard for Saturn. Saturn is named after the Roman god of farming. His name is Kronos in Greek, and he was Zeus's father that Zeus overthrew. Now, Saturn is similar to Jupiter in a lot of ways, but not in a lot of way. You would weigh almost the same here as you do on Earth, because Saturn is the least dense planet in the galaxy.
Least dense? You mean it's the smartest?
Not quite. Density is how heavy an object is. Saturn is made up of mostly hydrogen and helium, like a balloon.
I love balloons.
You probably know Saturn best for the rings surrounding it. There are 7 rings in all.
7 rings? Wow, Saturn has been married a lot.
Not exactly. Though there are some big rocks in those rings, they're also made of ice and dust. The rings themselves, while being 169,800 miles wide, are actually very thin. They would fit between the goalposts of your school's football field. We're almost done, Lucy. Just 2 more planets to go, Uranus and finally Neptune. Can you name the planets in order, Lucy?
Let me see.
Can you help Lucy name the planets in order? Let's give it a try.
Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune.
Perfect. You know what a good way to remember the order of the planets is? Just remember this sentence. My very educated mother just served us nachos. The first letter in each word is just like the first letter in each of the planets.
Oh, neat! I can remember that a lot easier. Thank you.
You're welcome. In Roman mythology, Uranus was Saturn's father. Just like Jupiter overthrew Saturn, Saturn overthrew Uranus. Talk about crazy family drama. Uranus is also a gas giant, just like Jupiter and Saturn. But unlike those planets, Uranus is extremely cold and made of ice with a rocky center. In fact, because of all the pressure on Uranus, it's very possible it may be filled with trillions of diamonds.
Oh, wow. I'm going to travel to Uranus when I'm older and make a fortune.
Despite the extremely cold temperatures of the surface, though, scientists also believe there may be a very hot ocean there too, with temperatures as high as 5,000 degrees Fahrenheit.
Oh, neat. I'll put a hot spring resort there too.
Uranus also has rings on it, but unlike Saturn, the rings of Uranus rotate up and down instead of side to side. Well, our journey is almost at an end. Last stop, Neptune. Neptune is named after the Roman god of the oceans, also known as Poseidon in Greek mythology. Neptune is a pretty blue planet and has the strongest winds of any other planet in the galaxy. Some reach speeds of 1,200 miles an hour.
Yikes!
Neptune is the smallest of the four gas giants we've talked about, and its atmosphere is made up of hydrogen, helium, and methane. We're still learning more about Neptune, and what we do know about it is actually pretty new.
I'm going to discover lots more about it when I grow up.
I hope you do. Well, Lucy, that concludes our journey. It's time to wake up now.
Aw, thanks for everything, Luna. This was really fun.
Anytime.